The fall has arrived and welcome to the Blending with Henry show. Today we're making a hot spiced apple cider, and it's made with fresh ingredients of apples and oranges, and is flavored with aromatic spices of cloves, cinnamon, and nutmeg. And it's sure to be a great hit during the holiday season while you're watching movies. So if you guys are ready, let's get blending with Henry. The fall season means it's harvest time, and apples are the #1 picked fruit and the main ingredient in many fall recipes. Now you guys know how good the house smells with apples, citrus, and spices simmering on the stove, right? It's so comforting while watching some good movies. Now often people will use the same method to make hot spiced apple cider, which is one of my favorites. There's just something special about sipping this amazing beverage made from apples, citrus, and spices that is so appropriate during the fall season. Now I decided to create my own easy to make recipe called Henry's Hot Spiced Apple Cider. It's made with fresh apples, fresh oranges, spices, and it's 100% plant-based with no refined sugars. You can grab the full recipe on blendingwithhenry.com. To create the recipe, I'm using the Breville Big Squeeze Slow Compression Juicer and the Vitamix Professional Series 750. Okay, to get started, we have some quartered seedless oranges and some delicious Honeycrisp apples. So I'm going to go ahead and juice them, and we'll start with the oranges. Now I like using this slow compression juicer, you guys, because it's quiet and it provides maximum juice with little to no oxidation. Now as I juice the apples, you guys, you'll notice that it still looks like orange juice in the chamber. Now I assure you it tastes like apple juice. Now this recipe uses 2 large apples and 1 large orange, so the apple flavor is prominent. Oh my gosh, I wish you guys could smell this fresh juice. I mean, I can't wait till this is done so I can taste this, okay? The chamber is now full, so I'm going to go ahead and empty it so I can continue juicing the rest of the apples. Now I mentioned before how quiet this machine is. Now if you guys like making fresh juice in the morning but don't want to wake your family, you should consider getting this Breville. Alright, you guys, we're all done juicing. Ah, look at that amazing juice, you guys. Now I know you would love a sip of it, but just hold tight, you guys, it gets even better. Now for the Vitamix, you can use the included 64-ounce container, but I'm using the 48-ounce container because it's a smaller recipe, and this is about 3.5 cups for the whole thing. Alright, so here's our fresh raw juice, and I'm going to pour it right in. Next is my favorite blended up bee-free vegan honey. Now this is the perfect sweetener because it's made with apples and citrus to enhance the flavor of the cider. Now freshly ground nutmeg. And ground cinnamon. Cloves are a favorite ingredient when it comes to holiday spices. Now they give a licorice hue to recipes. Now I'm using a very small amount. About 1/8 of a teaspoon is all that's necessary. 1 pitted date. Now you can use medjool or any type. Now this will add some texture to the cider for a richer pour and slightly added sweetness. Okay, I'm snapping my lid in place. Now the Pro 750 has a hot soup preset if you want to drink it hot right away after blending. But I'm using the variable speed control just to blend for 2 minutes. Now I'm starting on speed 1 and quickly increase to the highest speed. Now, you guys want to allow this to blend for at least 2 minutes so all the spices and pitted date are well incorporated. I'm decreasing the speed slowly before shutting off the Vitamix to reduce the foam. Guess what, you guys? We're all done. I mean, really. Okay. Now, while the Vitamix will make it hot, if you want it piping hot, I'm going to show you a different method. Simply pour the spiced apple cider into a saucepan on medium heat. Stir until it's heated to your liking, and that's it. If you're presenting this to your guests, garnish your plate with cinnamon sticks, cloves, ground nutmeg, and an apple so that it gives them an idea of what they're actually drinking. And now for the pour. Look at that baked apple color. Now you guys may also put the cider in the refrigerator and drink it cold. It's just as good. If you have these, you can add these glass swivel sticks to stir the cider as you serve, and it also dresses up the presentation. Typically, homemade or store-bought apple cider is made with water and juice. Now this is a 100% pure juice and it's fresh. Now instead of simmering over the stove, you can make this in under 10 minutes with your juicer and a Vitamix. Not to toot my own horn, you guys, but Henry's Hot Spiced Apple Cider is really good. Now, this is the perfect beverage for the fall season. You've got to try it. Alright, you guys, thank you so much as always. And if you want to try out Henry's Hot Spiced Apple Cider, the link for the recipe is below the video or on blendingwithhenry.com, as well as the Breville Big Squeeze Slow Compression Juicer and many options to choose a Vitamix blender. I'll see you soon.